Well, country music has its Ryman Auditorium as the mother church, and basketball has Hinkle Fieldhouse on the Butler University campus. Hello, everyone. It's the Hinkle Regional, and we start it between Lawrence North and Hamilton Southeastern off the opening tip with Ryan Taylor with the easy layup to take the 2-0 lead. Mark Janes and Bob Lovell, and coach, an interesting day of basketball. This, a very interesting matchup, teams with very contrasting styles.
Well, they really are, and one thing you don't want to do if you're Hamilton Southeastern, Mark, is allow Lawrence North to get extended runs, and they can do it and do it in a hurry. You want to come down, value possessions, handle their pressure, and hit shots. I know it sounds easy, but it's not easy to do.
Turnover. Lawrence North quickly up the floor at 117-62.
As well as any big kid in the state for a chance to get the 2 points, only converts one.
3-0, 7-minute mark of the first quarter here at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Well, you see Lawrence North in there man-to-man. That's their primary base defense. They'll switch a little bit out of it. And you see
will have it to the left of their own bucket. Another turnover. A couple of empty possessions for Hamilton Southeastern. That will get them in a hole in a hurry. Three-pointer no good. Justin Martin on the misfire. Southeastern in transition. Nice head and shoulders fake. A little long off the jump shot. Was Gary Harris in transition quickly, Lawrence North. Baseline three-pointer, no. Long rebound, controlled by the Royals.
See, one thing Brian Satterfield wants his team to do, Mark, is get a good start. I mean, like most coaches, you want a good start in a ball game of this magnitude. But the other thing you don't want are this concept of bad turnovers. And I know no turnover's good, so to speak, but there are bad ones.
Regionals this weekend at Michigan City, South Bend Clay and Munster, Valpo and Elkhart Memorial. At Marion, it's Fort Wayne Snyder and Anderson, Kokomo and Marion.
Trying to get the ball in the hands of their leader on the court, Tim Dather, number 20. Going against good, solid pressure in the backcourt. Now Lawrence North will just lock in and play a nice little gap defense at the half court.
3-0, Lawrence North, 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Game number 2, Pike and Franklin Central. That should be a dandy. Patrick Beatty and Marcus Teague squaring off.
On screens, lateral screens, diagonal screens. They do a nice job of it.
Rolls around, kiss off the glass and in. Nice shot, Charlie Duffy, his first three.
Big basket, averaging about 12.5 a ball game, and he is really a great inside-out player for Hamilton Southeastern.
Now they can relax and play a little bit. They've
well,
broken the ice and can relax and play a little bit.
The other concept you talk about in a game like this, as simple as it sounds, you need to hit shots. Right. You need to make baskets, and it's certainly that's another one of those easier said than done concepts.
Tied at 3 off the drive. Shot put up by Justin Martin, all white shirts underneath. Zach Starr crosses over in transition, pulls up from 15.
Has to pick and choose its spots. They need to.
It's the depth that they have Larry Smith into the ball game now. They just keep throwing players at you.
They're long and lean players they bring in.
That's Smith with it in the corner. Good ball rotation around the perimeter. Under 5 to play in the quarter, tied at 3.
Well, Hamilton Southeastern man-to-man at their half court. They're going to bring. You got to work and fight to keep him off.
Smith comes baseline. Just dared him to shoot it. Ryan Taylor, he finally didn't, misfired.
Well, you got to make that decision. You know, you're going to try to take away inside. You're going to give up outside.
Three-pointer, no good. Check out Dominic Ferguson going right over the Hamilton Southeastern defender, coast to coast with a slam jam.
How is it you have a 6'9", literally a point guard, who's able to go coast to coast off the rebound for the dunk? And we talked about it. It can electrify a crowd. It can score points in a hurry, and it can score them in dramatic fashion.
5-3 now, Lawrence North.
You know, if you're Hamilton Southeastern, again, kind of shorten clock, take the crowd out of the big dunk, work to get a good solid look at the hoop. I want you to watch green shirts on the switch. They'll step out. They'll switch it. Technique is good. You talk at a screen. You touch a screen. You switch a screen.
Quick three. Bingo. Zach Starr with a nice step out. 6-5 Hamilton Southeastern.
Yeah, that's made possible because Stephen Van Treese on the switch doesn't get out, hand up, close out quick enough, and Zach Starr just pulls the trigger on him.
Pass goes to Larry Smith.
And often to the bench, especially in this first half. Give some kids some look, give them some time.
Jeff Robinson also into the ball game for Lawrence North.
A little change of defense on the inbound, on the inline inbound. Hamilton Southeastern goes a little zone, shows a little zone, little matchup.
Open from 16, draining it. Justin Martin with his first two.
Well, the step out by Zach Starr to maybe get the steal allows that open spot. And Martin just steps in rhythm, knocks down a big two.
3-minute mark, 7-6 Lawrence North. Hamilton Southeastern with a basketball. Top of the circle, three-pointer, no. Rebound fought for, controlled by Ferguson. Loose on the floor, still loose on the floor. Hamilton Southeastern finally gathers it in. Zach Starr comes baseline. Christie walks it out between the circles. Deep three, off the front of the iron. Rebound fought for out of bounds, last touch by Lawrence North.
To get inside, take it to the glass. You can't settle for the jump shots that quickly in a possession.
Open off the screen,
on a
three-pointer short.
Yeah, little deflection.
Alonzo Bass in transition, 2:20 to play in the quarter. Thought about three, Dominic Ferguson drove and got bumped.
And Hamilton Southeastern just a little quick on the jump shots. Maybe a step or two further out, so those things factor into it. Back zone at the half court on the inbound.
Bass with 2 to play in the quarter. Swings it right, three-pointer, nothing but net. Justin Martin has 5, makes it 10-6.
He's just a sweet player. I mean, nice looking stroke. You must get out and challenge him out on the wing.
Isaiah Christie drives, gets his pocket pick. Van Treese to Ferguson. Count it. Second foul on Dather, by the way. No good. Rebound saved by Van Treese. Jacoby Bledsoe checked in during the stoppage in play. He with the basketball now. Minute 30 to play. Drive to the baseline. 12-6 with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. He's open back door, Mikhailovich, and they missed him. I'll swing it to Gary Harris instead.
Well, it's hard, Mark, when you're playing a switching defense, which is something you don't see very often.
Baseline jumper, no good. Weak side rebound to Ferguson.
They got Ferguson athletic enough. They can guard. Most guys can guard 2 or 3 different spots. They're just going to go ahead and switch you, and that's not something you're able to replicate that easily in practice.
Christie tries to buy some room with a head and shoulders fake. Goes to Gary Harris. Kick in the corner, wide open three. Bingo. Zach Starr. Couple of threes. He has 6, makes it 12-9.
Well, that's Will Kleinrichard in that corner, Mark. You know, he just came in off the bench, one of their better three-point shooters. A good, solid inside out, which you have to do. We talk about it. Penetrate, kick out, open three. Nice finish by Kleinrichard.
Yeah, gave that to Starr mistakenly. Kleinrichard's first 3 of the ball game.
And a big basket. You know, get the momentum back going your way.
Lob low to Ferguson. Buys some room, elevates. Tap no good. Foul underneath.
Can finish plays. Only a sophomore, getting better and better every time he takes the floor. He's smart. He's a defender. He can handle the basketball.
Lawrence North breaking the pressure. Not a thing of beauty.
Quick hands.
Eventually
a
turnover.
Bass on the turnover.
Ahead to Dominic Ferguson. Little stop and go on a dunk. Lets the defense clear. Easy deuce. 4 seconds. 15-9. Out of bounds. Last touch by Lawrence North. Open on the baseline. Three-pointer. No good. Played 1 quarter of basketball with your score 15-9.